Hey y'all, welcome back to Indie Flicks. We about to get right into this recap of Love Island USA episode 12 because no matter how secure people claim they are, the second somebody walks out, it's just chaos. Everybody loses their minds. We had jealousy, we had hurt feelings, we had people questioning their relationships, and somehow KC and Aniya ended up becoming one of the biggest storylines of the night. So before we get into it, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment down below because we have lots to talk about. Let's get into it. So our episode picks right back up with Zach and Kayda in the hideaway suite, getting ready to get their freak on. Like, they had that prior conversation about, maybe waiting a little bit longer just in case someone comes in. But that night in the hideaway ain't stopped no show. They got right into the tools, and did what needed to be done. And I knew that was going to happen. Like, Kayda looked like she was ready. And by the way Zach's tongue looked, I feel for my girl Kayda. So that's where we picked up their secret night away. It makes sense, I guess, for them to be chosen first. I honestly, when stuff like this happens, in my opinion, I be wanting the new couples to go in there because, like, what y'all really gonna be doing? Like, it would have been nice to see Melanie and Corbin go in there because these past couple nights they haven't been sleeping together. But that's just me being messy. That's what I would like to see. Y'all let me know. Like, would y'all have chosen Kayda and Zach to go into the hideaway suite first or somebody else? Now, this mess right here is really irking my soul between Corbin and Kenzie. Like I said in my last video, Kenzie is that type of girl. If I can't have him, nobody can. That's what this is given between these two. There is no other connection that they have besides sexual. That's the only connection they have is sexual. And we already know he was playing the piano with her under the sheets a couple nights ago. And maybe that's what got this girl all sprung up. But that's literally it. I've heard this man have more conversations with Melanie. We don't learn about this man's background, what he wanted to be, all this stuff that we've never seen him discuss with Kenzie besides them being googly eyes and wanting to be kissing and rubbing up on each other. Let it go. Please let it go. And it's getting to a point, like, everybody's watching y'all. And yes, obviously explore. But, like, explore with purpose. How many times I gotta say this? Explore with purpose. There ain't nothing there for either one of y'all. If y'all gonna bang, bang, and get it over with and move on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? Like, poor Caleb. He gotta watch this and just be like, dang, Kenzie, all I got. But Caleb, you might need to start going around talking to other people too. Like, child, this is just a mess. It's a mess. I don't like it. Kenzie's coming off way too thirsty. Corbin, he's young. He's a guy, so he don't care. He really don't care. But I give him kudos because when Kenzie tried to push up on him and kiss him, he told her no. Out of respect for Melanie. And to me, that says a lot. Because Corbin been asking, can I get a hug since he got here? So the simple fact that Kenzie asked for a kiss and he denied it, that speaks a little bit to his character. But unfortunately for him, the rumor already started where Caleb thought that he seen Kenzie and Corbin kiss when they really didn't happen. And of course, that message got to Melanie. And Melanie's already feeling shaky about the Sincere thing. Mind you, she has not slept in the bed with Corbin yet. And she does again that night. She stays outside and sleeps again by herself and not sleeping with Corbin. All because she's thinking, all right, I already been through this with Sincere. And so I'm not about to do this again with Corbin and Kenzie. So we get into the next morning and, Kayda and Zach are figuring out what they're going to tell everybody, which they wind up coming out telling and announcing that they had sex and it was enjoyable for both. And you can see the glow in Kayda's face. And I hope Zach, too, like, after having this moment with her, like, he will get off the whole, oh, if another bombshell comes in type thing. But, low-key, I'm feeling like that's what he's waiting for. And I'm not mad at it because I want better for my girl Kayda, but I don't want her to be put in a position where she might go home. That's going to suck. That's just what I'm getting from it, but they enjoyed their night. Also, what was discussed that morning was the rumor going around about Corbin and Kenzie making out on the dock. That was cleared up. Kenzie said that never happened. And as well as Corbin, he told the guys too, like, nah, that didn't happen. I can see, I guess, from the angle, if you're looking out there, it looks like that way, but we didn't kiss at all. So I'm glad that was cleared up. I think that felt good for Melanie. But Caleb, like, you can kind of just tell he's starting to have his reservations about this whole Kenzie thing, as he should. Things are also starting to get really messy between KC and Aniya. Like, Casey's trying to have a conversation with her after they spoke last night about the whole soccer challenge thing and involving Soul. And Aniya just blatantly does not want to talk to him. Like, she says, like, I just want to sit. I don't want to talk. So she's ignoring him. And girl, you doing everything and anything to push that man away. Anything and everything to push that man away. Why? I don't know. It does not make sense at all. Like, I don't even think this situation was that deep enough for you to be this mad about it. He clarified it for you. He told you the other night you are not a safe option to him. You are his only option, the number one option for him. Take that. She's thinking way too much into this. I don't know if she's doing it because she feels like maybe they need the storyline to last, but people love y'all out here as viewers watching y'all. You got people rooting for y'all, and you finna mess that up. You finna mess that up over what the little British man said. Stupid. Kenzie and Caleb also have a conversation finally. Caleb just expresses how he's feeling in the moment. And, just him basically watching Kenzie and Corbin. And honestly, Kenzie doesn't hold back. She's like, look, I'm interested in the both of y'all. I still care for Corbin. There's still something there. And pushes Caleb like, I want you to also talk to other people and get to know other people. And I feel like the moment someone says that to you, that should be your green light. And be like, oh, this ain't it. This ain't it. It can't be it. That I feel like that was her way of saying, like, look, I'd rather be exploring Corbin more than you. And I hope Caleb listens to that. He says he's going to, step back for a moment. He's not going to push up on her or ask questions more revolving around her and Corbin and just focus on them. But he has all his eggs in her basket, and that's not safe. We've seen that time and time again when you come in as a bombshell and you primarily focus on one person, that person is probably going to be locked in with someone else. And that's what we're seeing here. So I don't know what's going to happen with these two. Again, like I said in my last video, Kenzie was so super hyped to have a Southern man here. Got a Southern man, her type, someone she has a connection and shared interest with. Yet, all she wants to do is bang. Now, these two, I can tell I'm not going to like this season if they last. Kenzie and Jen. They're upstairs gossiping, and Kenzie basically is expressing how she feels about Corbin. Well, one, she's starting to feel like, or voicing out, she doesn't feel like Caleb is the one, right? So she's voicing about how she feels about Corbin and how basically he denied her kiss the other night, just, so feelings don't get hurt. And Kenzie's all like, oh, well, you must like the other girl because you're only concerned about how she feels. You're not concerned about how I feel. And it's like, girl, come on. Like, one, I didn't know there was beef between Kenzie and Melanie. And if there isn't beef and this is how she acts as a friend, scary. That's scary. Like, you have no regards of anybody else. And granted, everybody's here for themselves, right? But I feel like there is a respectful way to go about things. And Jen, shut up. You just got here. Your input does not matter. She's talking about, oh, they don't even sleep in a bed together. And you was there when all this stuff was transpiring between Sincere and Soul and Melanie. Like, I can't stand girls like this. I really can't. Y'all let me know down in the comments how you feel about these two. Like, I feel like they're going to make the mess. They are going to erupt a lot of craziness and madness in the villa. Because they both have selfish tendencies. And yes, you can be selfish to an extent, right? Because you're talking about him caring about someone else's feelings and not caring about yours. It could work both ways, sweetheart. And then y'all already had the discussion of you have Caleb. You go explore Caleb. Leave Corbin alone. Let him figure out what he's going to do with Melanie. So Caleb and Melanie also have a conversation because they're right now in a relatable situation with being coupled with the two people that can't keep their hands off each other. And they also go into Melanie's feelings towards Sincere and how it's still there, which obviously we all knew. I definitely didn't think that she was completely over Sincere after the recoupling. This just happened, right? And their relationship was very toxic, but feelings are feelings. Like, it just doesn't go away. And they have not spoken since the recoupling. So those feelings are still lingering around, and it's just them avoiding a conversation. I do genuinely feel like if there does come a point later on in this season where Sincere wants to fall back with Melanie, she's going to take that. Will she be dumb? Absolutely. Absolutely. This man has shown you time and time again how he is. Again, he said it out of his mouth, how he is. So I would love, in my world, I would love for her to take this opportunity to get to know someone else and develop a deeper connection elsewhere. But I guess the heart wants what the heart wants, right? And the heart for her wants to be dumb. So I don't know. Even this thing with her and Caleb, like, this was a nice little conversation. Just Caleb just needs to get around more because he's going to be in danger if it comes to a point of voting people off and they get to choose. They're not going to hesitate to get him out of here because he has no other connection with anybody. Melanie and Corbin have a conversation. She brings up the rumor that was starting to go around and how that's been cleared up. But he actually admits to her that, nah, Kenzie did try to kiss me. I told her no. And how he wants to focus more on their connection and getting closer in that aspect. He also brings up the fact that she hasn't slept in a bed with him. It's like, all right, like, you're putting another barrier or wall in what we could be forming. And he's right. I agree with that. Like, I get it, you're in your feels and stuff like that, but maybe even invite Corbin out there with you, where you guys can, like, kind of, cuddle and talk or whatever and just see what it could possibly be. And she says, she's going to consider staying with him. She just really wanted, it's just a weird situation with her and the whole Sincere thing. And then the whole him and Kenzie thing is just, I guess it's weird for her. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think she's completely open like I would want her to be for Corbin, because to them, when I look at them, I'm like, okay, this could make sense, right? But it's gonna take time, and I hope it's not gonna be too much time because I ain't got that much time here on this villa, for her to fully get over Sincere and move on to the next. Aniya and Melanie also have a conversation again about the whole KC situation. And Aniya, girl, you're just self-sabotaging at this point. Like, you're mad at him because he giggled when y'all was about to have a serious conversation. But that's his personality, right? Like, I don't think you shouldn't take him serious, or that he's not taking you serious because of y'all current relationship or whatever. And I feel like Melanie gave some good advice to her, but not to completely rule him out, which Anaya claims she's not going to do just because they're over this little hiccup. But girl, you're going a whole day without speaking to this man. That's crazy. Over this situation, and to me, it's not that deep. So KC got a lot of patience, because I'd be like, all right, I'm off this. Like, you tripping out over what somebody else said, and I done told you what it is, but now you're not going with that because I laughed at the start of this conversation. Make it make sense. Self-sabotage. So we finally get into the night, and it's going to be a night full of conversations, starting with Sincere and Soul. So, Sincere's reassuring Soul, like, I'm really into this. Like, I'm happy to be with you. I'm happy to be exploring you. But I do feel like I need to have this conversation with Melanie. Absolutely. I feel like now there's been some time, right, since the recoupling, where he has been strictly about Soul and kind of like, hasn't really spoke to Melanie at all. But I do think a conversation is warranted. Like, let's clear things up. Let's, bury the hatchet, whatever we got to do, or let's figure what we finna do with this other connection, because I'm sure he still has feelings for Melanie, and he didn't, of course, it being sincere, and he's very insincere, didn't express that to Soul, but I'm sure he's feeling the same way Melanie's feeling. So a conversation is definitely needed and had. It can either just close the door and fully be able to move forward with whatever you got, or it could just rehash that old flame, right? But something has to give. Like, y'all can't just be around and nothing. Like it's awkward. I think it's awkward. And Soul, I think how she handles it and handles herself, she's a very secure person. She comes off to me, and it doesn't bother her. And she actually tells him, like, yeah, go ahead and have that conversation. Because her and Melanie are currently good. Tweedledee is over here crashing out with Tweedledum over this whole Corbin situation. She's had it. She's upset that he's not paying her any attention. She's upset that he's not talking to her. She's upset that he's not kissing her. She's upset that he's actually exploring his current coupling, exploring that connection. And it's not all about her. Ew. Kenzie, girl. If this is who you are, yikes. That's all I can say to this. This is a big yikes. Like, the need for this man's attention while having another man give you all the attention is crazy to me. And I think it's mostly crazy because you don't really truly like this man, right? You like how he makes you feel physically, sexually. So that's what makes it even worse in this situation. Like, I ain't never heard her talk about who he is personally, like his personality, his character, his values, anything like that. I just like how he kisses my shoulders. I love kissing him, but he don't want to kiss me. Like, girl, get gone. I'm ready for Kenzie to go, y'all. Yeah, somebody better come fix this. Like, this this is going to get ugly, but it's okay, because I'm really hoping this season we have a movie night and they play all this back. But that girl, she's crazy. So many hours later, KC and Aniya finally have a conversation. Aniya goes on to basically explain herself, how she was feeling, how she didn't like feeling like she was the safe option, and basically reiterating the same thing she said the other night, which was really annoying in a yawn. Really annoying in a yawn. We got through this. Also, how she just wants him to take things more seriously, take her seriously, blah, 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 blah. And then Casey's rebuttal was just like, look, this is my personality. I can be silly with you, and I can also be calm with you. And I understand you're a calm person, but like, this is just who I am. And how we converse may look different when how I converse with other people. But like, I'm giving you best of both worlds, and understanding that she wants the middle of both worlds. That takes time to get there, right? And he then also has to reiterate again that you are his top option. You are his number one connection. And I'm glad he reminded her, like, look, you didn't even pick me. You ain't even stand behind my door night one. You went behind somebody else. So I'm your second option. Which is like, girl, the audacity. And ever since then, and yes, they had the recoupling and she decided to choose KC and they've been good. But the point of the matter is, it should have just been that. And I didn't know, because producers are cutting a lot out of this season, which I do not like. I wish they would show everything. But apparently, she made a comment to him that he didn't really like, saying that he was only with her to get by to the next week. And he took that disrespectfully, and I would too. Because why would I sit here and waste my time? If that was the case, I would just be with Soul. Or I would just continue my connection or exploring with Soul and just leave you high and dry. So, again, producers cut a lot. I don't know what else was said, but Aniya ended the whole conversation feeling some type of way, feeling like the script was turned against her, and basically telling him, like, look, if you feel like I'm holding you back, I won't. Go ahead, explore your connection with Soul. I really don't care, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, yep, she messed it up. She messed it up. She pushed that man away. I don't see. It's gonna take a genie in a bottle to reconcile this mess that Aniya created. Cause this was too much. She definitely overreacted through this whole situation over a small comment from Zach. It's crazy. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Like, do you think Aniya is genuinely upset by the comments that were made? Do you think she's jealous? Like, what is it to make her like the flip switch? Or do you think she might be just tired of Casey? And if that's the case, say that, please. Trinity, Kayda have a conversation with Gabrielle. Now they don't fully go into full disclosure of how they were feeling with Gabrielle moving so fast with Jen, but they peep it, right? They peep that there's something there. They feel like Jen really likes Gabrielle, but also I don't know, the way they was looking at him, I'm looking like, are y'all interested in him? Because when the guys were working out earlier, they were like watching Gabrielle doing like, his pull-ups and everything. So I don't know, maybe they're trying to see if he's open for other connections and getting to know other people. But they were just pushing him towards Jen and seeing their connection flourish. And yeah, I thought they were going to keep it real and talk about, them being a little messy and gossiping about how he moved so quickly after Beatrice left, but they didn't. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on. If Trinity or Kayda are interested in Gabrielle, maybe not Kayda, possibly Trinity. I don't know. Tweedledee and Tweedledum pull Soul into a conversation is just basically for Kenzie to vent about how she's feeling towards Corbin and Caleb, and how she just really, really wants Corbin. And it's like, oh God, this is finna be a thing, isn't it? This is just about to be the thing for the next couple of days. And I'm tired. I'm bored. Next. But Soul also goes into her feelings with Sincere, just how easy it is with him, how calm she feels with him, how they're able to talk and stuff. I just want Soul to be careful because she still doesn't know the back and forth. We have to have a movie night, y'all. We have to. I'm going off topic. We have to have a movie night. There is too much that has gone on for people not to be aware of what was spoken behind closed doors. Because a lot has been done behind closed doors. And we're about to get into more of that later on. Speaking of closed doors, Melanie and Sincere finally have their conversation. And it ended exactly how I thought it would end. Them in each other's arms. I knew it was going to be like that. I knew it was going to be a whole bunch of I miss yous. I miss talking to you. I miss this. Like, I knew it. I knew once they had a chance to be alone and talk, it was going to go that route. And you know what's going to come after that. Like, I don't know if it's going to be more secret gatherings between the two. Or, I don't know. Maybe they could be like platonic friendships, friendship moving forward. But the way that Melanie was looking at that man, she wanted that man to kiss her. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to give it to Sincere. He did not kiss her. He did not. Like, he smiled, he laughed it off, and he went away. And that says a lot to me because he was doing a lot of kissing and sneaking around with Soul and lying to Melanie. This is crazy to see, y'all. Like, I feel like Sincere and Corbin almost might be the same person because the way that Corbin treats Kenzie is how Sincere treats Melanie, and how Corbin treats Melanie is how Sincere treats Soul, which just proves my point more that Melanie and Corbin just need to get it together. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Kenzie and Corbin go off into the bedroom by themselves to have a conversation. And she's crying about, him not giving her the attention, him not wanting to kiss her, him valuing somebody else's feelings over hers. And he's trying to tell her, like, look, I still have feelings for you. It's hard to juggle, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't hurt nobody. And y'all, this conversation made me sick. To watch this lady go on here and beg this man, because this is begging to me, in my opinion. This is a lot of begging this man for his attention and for his lips. It's crazy. This is crazy. And eventually Corbin gives in, and they make out. And then just like that, she's smiling and happy all over again. This is a dangerous woman. I have a lot that I want to say that I'm just going to keep to myself. Hopefully those that feel where I'm coming from know. And if you do, just leave a thumbs up emoji in the comment section so I feel like you know what I'm talking about. She is dangerous. Very dangerous. And that's not even the dangerous part. Like, after she gets exactly what she wants to keep it hidden and keep it a secret from everybody else. Because things are going to explode. Those are her words. Yeah. Because this is messy. And you're making yourself look like the villain. You know? And I'm not even that mad or feel some type of way towards Corbin in this situation. Because it was like, the girl was begging. The girl was begging for it. Just like the last episode when they was out in the pool and he was like, I want a kiss. And she said no. And then he didn't do it. And then she's like, oh, so you're not going to kiss me? What? I'm scared for him. I'm scared for him. This is just playing more into what I feel like needs to be a movie night so they can play this back. And I know Caleb, he might side eye it, but it's really for Melanie's sake. And for the other girls to know that this girl is not a girl's girl and to watch your back and watch y'all man around her. All right, y'all. Those are all my thoughts on this episode. It's crazy. I don't know if KC and Aniya are going to survive this rough patch they got going on. I truly feel like Aniya is going to self-sabotage and is going to come to an end and someone's going to slide right up in KC's face. And this whole thing with Kenzie is a hot mess. Y'all, it's too much. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about all that went on this episode. And do you think that Sincere and Melanie are going to rekindle things? It's looking like that. Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back. Because, again, we're going to cover all the Love Island chaos right here on Indie Flicks. I'll see you in the next one.